Hi viewers, welcome to Future Knowledge Bank once again. Today I am giving the complete concept of the polynomials without any doubt over here. And now first of all, what is a polynomial? You have to know it. Simply doing the polynomial sums is not good. So what is a polynomial means? Here polynomial is nothing but it is having some coefficients, constants and variables and exponents. Here coefficients, some variables. Here x and y is a variable, and coefficient means in front of the variables what numbers are there that are called coefficients. Now 5 is a coefficient and 2 is a coefficient. That means the numbers which are present in front of the variables we call coefficients. And next thing is variables. What are the variables? X and y are called variables. And next is the constant. Just a normal number is called constant here. It may be 7, it may be 5, it may be 3, any number. Just a variable shouldn't be there. After variable only just normal number. So here, why it is called polynomial means it is not having only one variable. It is having more than one variable. That poly means many. Poly ante many. That purpose many variables are there. So this is the polynomial equation. And here, in this case, polynomial equation is especially the degree of the polynomial. Degree of the polynomial means the power, what is the variable is having, that is called degree. Here power is 1, here is power is 2. And which is having highest, the highest what you call power, that is going to be considered as what you call degree of polynomial. Here degree of 5x square plus 2x minus 7 is there. Here x is having just power 1 and here x is having power 2. What is the degree of polynomial? This one means 2 is the degree of polynomial, which is the highest, that one you have to take. Okay, and this is the polynomial equation. And the polynomial also, how many types of polynomials is having? First of all, you can see here, first of all one thing is linear polynomial. What is a linear polynomial means? Here 5x plus 7. Here linear polynomial means 5x plus 7. We are having only one variable and one constant. Then it is going to be considered as linear polynomial. Second one is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. A quadratic polynomial in the sense is here whenever the variable is having power 2, that is called quadratic polynomial. Then only we can say it is just a polynomial. If power 3 means that is a cubic polynomial. Any equation is having degree 3, that is called cubic polynomial. So now quadratic polynomial is nothing but this is the quadratic polynomial. This is the linear polynomial. So and you got that clarity, I think so. Once again, what is a polynomial means? Which is having this kind of equation. Here the numbers 5 and 2 which are present in front of the variables are going to call as coefficients. Coefficients. The number which are present in this coefficients, and the power x, this is coefficients is having, and the exponent is having, and here one constant, this is called constant, and the plus and minus we call operations. Plus and minus we call operations. That means totally it is having coefficient, variables, constant and operations. Together we call polynomials. So now I will go through some kind of examples regarding the polynomials. And you can see that I told already cubic polynomial. One more thing is the cubic polynomial. This is the example for cubic polynomial. How can I say cubic polynomial? What is the evidence here? Means here y is a variable. Y is a variable. How can I say this polynomial? Because the variable is many times it is present. How many times? 3 times it is present already. So this is called polynomial. Otherwise, only one time it is present means linear. And but more than one time it is having no that purpose it is a polynomial. And cubic polynomial means here y cube is there, here y square is there, here y is there. Y to the power of 1. That means 1 y. Here, which is the polynomial. So now we understood what is the meaning of polynomial and what is the other things. Now some examples are there in the equation what you call exercise 1, which are not polynomials. How can you identify not polynomials? I will explain you. Now, I already explained you linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. Now I am going to explain what are the different kinds of the things, graphs in the polynomials. We having the graphs, but today I am not explaining the graph. Why? Because we have. I want to explain one graph sum clearly, but I want to give a few points regarding the graph. What that means? In the polynomial equation means ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is a general form of polynomial equation. This general form of polynomial equation ax square bx and c. C is a constant and the a and b are coefficients and the x square and the x are variables here. In this case, if the polynomial generally quadratic polynomials always the graph is plotted, the quadratic polynomial always U shape or you can say parabola. U shape or we can say parabola. That means every quadratic equation polynomial equation purpose of the polynomial, for example 5x square plus 2x minus 5. This is their answer. Whenever you are plotting the graph for this quadratic equation or polynomial, you will get the U-shaped graph on the graph sheet, and that is called parabola. In this, a value is there. According to a value, the shape of the parabola also changes. Suppose a value is greater than 0. That means here 5 is greater than 0. 5 is greater than 0. This is the 5 is the a. You can see here ax square plus bx minus, that means c here according to the term we can see. Here what is the a value? A value is 5. If a value is greater than 0, then the graph will plot for this one. The graph will become what I call upward U, like this. If a is less than 0, then the graph shape will be downward U shape. Downward U shape. The a value is now, suppose that means here minus 2x square is there means, that means the a value is less than 0. Whenever the a value is less than 0, then you are going to the graph, whatever you are going to construct here is going to be considered as downward parabola will come. If the a value is greater than 0, upward parabola will come. Once again, if the a value is greater than 0, the graph shape is upward parabola, and if a value is less than means downward parabola. These are the shapes of the graphs what I am giving here. Now I am giving certain formulas here for the quadratic equation. Here ax square plus bx plus c. This is the general form of quadratic equation. In this, in the quadratic equation, how many zeros are there? Means number of zeros present in the quadratic equation is 2. How many zeros will be there? 2. 2 zeros here, and here 1 0. The first zero of the polynomial we call alpha. The first zero is called alpha. The second zero is called beta. First zero is called alpha. Second zero is called beta. And what is the first formula according to this one? Sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros means zeros ni add చేస్తున్నాం. Sum of the zeros sum of the zeros. ZEROTS. Sum of the zeros means alpha plus beta. రెండు యాడ్ చేసి దాన్ని ఏమంటారు? Sum of the zeros. So here what is the sum of the zeros means? Minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. X square. Here, very carefully you see here, minus coefficient here. What is coefficient of x square? X means here, coefficient of x means b. B is a coefficient of x. X के ముందున్న number ని coefficient of x అంటాము. So what is the coefficient of x square? A. Coefficient of x square is a. Coefficient of x is b. So minus already is there. Starting అక్కడ minus లేకపోయినా మనం minus పెట్టాలి ఇక్కడ according to formula. Minus b by a. This is the first formula. Sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta formula ఏంటి? Minus b by a. Minus b means minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Next, product of the zeros. Product of the zeros. Here, product of zeros is alpha into beta. Product means multiplication. Product means multiplication. Where alpha and first zero and second zero we are multiplying. For this purpose, constant term and coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. That means here constant term is c is a constant term here. C is a constant term. For example, 5x square plus 3x minus 5 there means here 5 is a constant term in the place of the c. So c is a constant term. C here and coefficient of x square. What is there in front of x square? 5 is there. But actually general formula purpose a is there here. Coefficient in front of the x square what is there? A. So the formula is c by a. C by a is what? product of the zeros alpha into beta is nothing but c by a. What is the c? Constant term. What constant term is? C is the constant term. What is coefficient of x square? The number which is present in front of x square is coefficient of x square. Now both the formulae you got here. Which formula here? Quadratic polynomial. How many zeros we are having? 2. One is 1 0 is called alpha, another 0 is called beta. These two zeros point of view. Okay. Now, I am going to explain what is the cubic polynomial. Cubic, cubic polynomial here, and the general form of cubic polynomial is a x cube, b x square, c x. In front of a what? In front of x cube, what is there? A. In front of x square, what is there? B. In front of x, what is there? Means c. Here, how many variables are there? 3 variables are there. 1, 2, 3. That purpose it is called cubic. And what is the degree here? Highest degree? 3. 3 is the highest degree, and 2 also there, 1 also there. If nothing is there means it is 1. It is 1, 2. And which is the highest degree? That only we will consider. We here 2 also there, we can call it quadratic, means no. Highest one only we will take is consideration. Highest is discount normal discount. So now, what is the highest here? 3. So this is the cubic polynomial. And what are the here? How many zeros will be there for the cubic polynomial? Number of zeros per cubic polynomial is automatically you can say easily 3. 3 zeros will be there. That means first 0. What is the first 0 here? Alpha. First is the alpha. First 0. Second 0 is beta, and third 0 is going to be considered as gamma. Now, again we have 3 zeros. Here some first 0 of the cubic polynomial is alpha, second 0 is beta, third 0 is gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. I think the 3 zeros we got here. Now, what are the formulae we have for this one? I will tell you quickly. I will go through sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros is equals to alpha plus. Sum means always we have to go for addition. Alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is the formula for sum of the zeros. And what is the formula we are going to get is minus coefficient of x square minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Coefficient of x cube. Here minus coefficient of x square means what is going to be considered? X square means b is coming here. Minus coefficient, so minus b. Coefficient of x square means b here. X square munde number b. And coefficient of x cube means a. So minus b by a. And the next thing is, in the quadratic polynomial, only having sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. But in the cubic polynomial, you are having one extra one. Sum of the product of the zeros. Sum of the product of the zeros you are having. So first of all, Sum of the zeros we got. Now product of the zeros I'll go through. Product of the zeros. Alpha into beta into gamma, which is nothing but constant term coefficient of x cube. Here minus constant term. Minus constant term means in the quadratic polynomial c is a constant term. Why? Because in front of the c, after the c, no variable is there. In quadratic polynomial, that is ax square plus bx plus c. This is the quadratic polynomial. This is the cubic polynomial. In the quadratic polynomial, in front of the x square, what is there? A. In front of the x, what is there? B. And afterwards c. C is a constant term in the quadratic polynomial. And here, in front of c, x is there. That purpose it is not a constant term. But in front, after that term, d is there. Here, in the cubic polynomial, d is a constant term. D is the constant term. What is the constant term in quadratic equation? C. What is the constant term in what is called cubic equation? D. So constant term in the cubic polynomial is D. Constant term in the quadratic polynomial is C. So now here D by what is that next constant is x cube is a D by A. D by A, but minus it told. Minus constant term. So now we got product of the what you call alpha, beta, and so on. Now third extraordinary formula, different formula is sum of the zeros we having, product of the zeros we having. Now sum of the product of the zeros. Now third formula is sum of the product of zeros. Sum of the product of zeros. Here, this is a special formula present only in the cubic polynomial. This means alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus and gamma into alpha. Everything has double times it has come. Alpha has come 2 times, beta has come 2 times, gamma has come 2 times. So this is why, because sum of the product of the zeros. Already we have it, sum of the zeros, one formula, product of the zeros, another formula, but here sum of the zeros and product of the zeros purpose we are having a special formula. Now here coefficient of x. Coefficient of x by quotient of x cube. Here quotient of x means what is the quotient of x here in this cubic polynomial? I think we can say easily c. C is the quotient of x and quotient of x cube a. So c by a. C by a is the formula for sum of the product of the zeros in the cubic polynomial. So finally, how many formula we have in the polynomial, cubic polynomial? 3. In the quadratic polynomial, 2. Now, few questions I am discussing with you now. Problems we are starting. Write to write any two, write any two quadratic polynomials, any two quadratic polynomials. You will ask the question this time only in the final exam. So that purpose I am giving the questions also. And after giving these questions, directly I will start the exercise questions. Now write any two quadratic polynomials means in the sense is which is having two zeros. Write any quadratic polynomial which are having two zeros. Some quadratic polynomial is having one zero. Some quadratic polynomial have every time generally quadratic polynomial having two zeros. If maximum time 90% quadratic polynomial is having two zeros, but some occasions quadratic polynomial is having one zero. Some occasions quadratic polynomial having no zeros. This is the interesting point for you. Quadratic equations, quadratic polynomial always will have two zeros. Okay, you understood now? Quadratic polynomial always will have two zeros, but some occasions quadratic equations having only one zero. Some occasions quadratic polynomial is having no zeros. So which cases that zero won't be there? ఎక్కడ జీరో ఉండదు, ఎక్కడ జీరో ఉంటుంది, జీరోస్ ఉండవు, ఎక్కడ టూ జీరోస్ ఉంటాయి, ఎక్కడ వన్ జీరో ఉంటుంది. నౌ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఫర్ యూ. సో నౌ ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ అబౌట్ ద టూ జీరోస్. One example is x square 3x minus 4. This is the quadratic polynomial which is having two zeros. How can you means? You can see how to find out the thing here. First of all, you have to multiply the x square with 4 minus 4. How much you will get? X square into minus 4 means minus 4x square. X square into minus 4 means minus 4x square. We have to find out factors for this. Factors means what are the factors we are taking here? We are taking the factor 4. Suppose 4 ones are 4 is a factor. 2 2s are 4 is a factor. Suppose now 4 ones are I taken factor, we got it. 4x 1x. 4 into 1 4. X into x, x square. So 4x square I got. If this is minus, this is the plus. Plus into minus, minus. Minus is coming. 4 into 1 4. X into x, x square. So we got the factors. But in the meantime, by subtracting and adding, the middle one should come. Subtract chesna, add chesna, middle మధ్యలో రావాలి. Minus 4 లోంచి 1 minus 4x, from minus 4x plus 1x, we are removing this, what will come? Minus 3x will come. Am I correct? So minus 3x is coming. That whenever you are getting this kind of answer, then only we call these are the factors. So now we got the factors. What are the factors now? X square minus 4x minus 1x, or you can say just you can write as x also, and minus 4. I got the equation here. So now next is we are here common is x is there. So x is taken as common. X minus 4. X into x, x square. X into minus 4, minus 4x. Same thing you have to keep here. X minus 4. Without any problem, x minus 4 you have to keep. But how to get this one means minus 1. Minus 1 into x, minus x. Minus 1 in, minus into minus. Sorry, here minus here plus. Here is a plus. Here plus 1 should come. So minus into plus, minus. 1 into 4, 4. So now what we got here factors? X plus 1 is a 1 factor. The outside ones 1 factor you have to take. Inside common one 1 factor you take. X plus 1 is equals to 0. X minus 4 is equals to 0. Therefore x is equals to, we are sending other side minus 1, and x is equals to, we are sending the 4 other side plus 4. So what is the answer we have got here means x is equals to, that means x is equals to minus 1 comma 4. These are the two zeros we got. So write any quadratic polynomial which is having two zeros means 1 0 is -1 and the 0 is 4. Two zeros we got or not? We got the two zeros. So this is the one example. One example I will give you for your homework point of view. I think you note it down. One more example I am giving. X square minus 6x plus 9. You can find out the what you call two zeros from this equation. This is your homework point of view. I already showed one example. Now I will go for what is that means the quadratic polynomial which is having no zeros. Actually quadratic polynomial compulsory is having two zeros, but here quadratic polynomial is having no zeros. Zeros don't know. Which quadratic polynomial? This is only very interesting one because these are not there in exercise. These are there in difficult sum problem point of view, which is not having no zero point of view. I am giving here x square 6x plus 9. Here this is the quadratic equation which is having not no zero here, which is a 1 0. Write any quadratic polynomial which is having 1 0. Always I will say that one quadratic polynomial is having two zeros. Sometimes quadratic polynomial has two zeros, sometimes quadratic polynomial is having 1 0, sometimes quadratic polynomial is having no zeros. Now I am explaining 1 0 quadratic polynomial which is having only 1 0. How we see? Now you have to multiply 9 into x square, 9x square. What are the factors you are finding here? Means 3 and 3. 3 3s are 9 you are getting. So here minus. Here this is the 3x. Minus into minus plus. 3 into 3 9. X into x square. So now we got the factors here. By adding these two, we are getting the middle one. You can see minus 3x you are adding is minus 6x. Minus 3x plus minus 3x means minus 6x. That then only we can call the factors of the product. Now x square minus 3x plus 9 is equals to 0. Now you take x as common here. X minus 3 here, x minus 3 have to keep as is, and we should get 3x plus 9 no. So multiply here minus 3 you take, minus 3 into 3 minus 3x, minus into minus plus 3 into 3 9. So is equals to 0. Now outside ones we have to take one factor, x minus 3 is equals to 0. Inside one we have to take one factor, x minus 3 is equals to 0. Now x is equals to 3 here, x is equals to 3 here. That means x is got on the both the sides, x is got only one type of 0, that is a 3. See, only one polynomial you got. Here different we got means two polynomials. So only single polynomial I got here. Even minus 3 plus 3 also different. Two polynomials we can consider as two polynomials, but only plus 3 single polynomial. This quadratic is having only 1 0. Now I am going to explain the polynomial which is not having zeros. Okay. Now after this, first I explained you in the sums point of view the polynomial which is having two zeros. Now I explained the polynomial which is having 1 0. Now I am going to explain the polynomial having no zeros. Zeros ఉండవు. ఒక జీరో కాదు, రెండు జీరోలు కాదు, అసలు zeros ఏ ఉండవు. I want to prove that one with example. Here you can see minus 3x square plus 2x minus 1, which is not having any zeros here, and another one is minus 2x square 2x square minus 4x and plus 5. Now you can see multiply these two, 2x square into 5, 10x square you will get, plus 10x square. We are finding the factors here, means 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 10, one factor is there, or 10 1s are 10, one factor is there. But if 5 and 2 not bringing the middle term, not bringing the middle term, 5 plus 2 7, no, 5 minus 2 3, no, we are not getting the middle term, so these are not factors. That means we are not getting factors even though it is a polynomial, even though it is a polynomial equation. Why? Because it is having degree 2, 2 variables and one constant term. Everything we are having, it is a polynomial. There is no doubt about it, it is a polynomial. But because of not getting the factors here, we are considering this is a polynomial without any zero, no zeros. So this is the best example, the right one polynomial which is not having zero. So now just I will give the 5 minutes break, immediately come up with some more important problems. Now I am going to explain few problems now, very important problems, except graph. In graph, in the part 2, graph and objective in the polynomials, I am going to explain some important problem also and explain the part 2 next week. So this week I am explaining some problems. Problem number 4 in 3.2 exercise. In 3.2 exercise, problem number 4. That is the problem is question is check whether check whether 1 comma minus 1 and 3 sorry 1 minus 1 and 1 by 4 are the zeros of the polynomial p of x is equals to how much is given 4x square plus 3x minus 1, and is asking that this is the question. What is the question here? One polynomial is given 4x square plus 3x minus 1. In this he is given 3 zeros because here 1 is saying 0. He is asking to check whether 1 is a 0 of this polynomial or not. He is asking to check minus 1 is a 0 of the polynomial or not, and he is asking to check 1 by 4 is the polynomial or not. 3 numbers are given. All the 3 numbers are the zeros or not. We have to check now. How to check means, first of all, first step is p of x, and that means here first I am taking 1. P of 1 is equals to wherever x is there, this 1 value you have to keep here. Now 4 1 whole square, that means in the place of x I am keeping 1 whole square plus 3 in the place of x I am keeping 1 here, 1 minus 3. Now 1 square means 1 only. 4 into 1 4 plus 3 into 1 3 minus. Now 4 plus 3 7. 7 minus 1 is a 6. But whenever it didn't get the 0, this is not the 0. So now number 1 is not a 0. Number 1 is not a 0. We got confirmation. Now we check minus 1 is a 0 or not. Minus 1 is 0 or not. Now we will go in the equation. P of minus 1 is equals to 4 minus 1 whole square plus 3 minus 1 is there. Now here minus 1 into minus 1 you will get 1 only. So 4 into 1 here minus 1 and plus 3 you will get minus 3 and minus 3 here. Now 4 into 1 4 and minus 3 and minus 1 minus 4, and 4 minus 4 we got here. 4 minus 4 means 0. Therefore minus 1 is a 0. Minus 1 is a 0 of this polynomial. Minus 1 is a 0, but 1 is not 0. Minus 1 is a 0. Why we got in the final answer we got as a 0. Now we will confirm 1 by 4 is 0 or not. P of 1 by 4, in this case 4 1 by 4 whole square, wherever x is there that I have to keep, 1 by 4 x square, and then 3 into 1 by 4 minus 1. So 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, what you will get means 1 by 16. So here 4 into 1 by 16 plus 3 into 1 by 4 means 3 by 4 minus 1. So this 4 will go in this 16 4 times. Now what I am going to get here? 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 minus 1 here. And now we will take LCM for this all the three. We will take LCM here 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 minus 1 by 1. LCM is 4. 4 by 4 is 1. 1 into 1, 1. 4 by 4 is 1. 1 into 3, 3. Here 4 by 1 is 4. 4 into 1, 4. So now what you are getting? 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 minus 4, 0. That means up we got 0. 4 by 4 is got. So now it is nothing but 0. We got here 4 by 4. 4 by 4 minus 4 by, that means 4 by 4 minus 4 by 4 we got. So 0 we got. That means 1 by 4 is a 0 of this particular polynomial. Okay. We'll go for some other sums. Now we are going for the exercise 3.3. In the exercise 3.3, so a few sums are there. In the first sum, second bit. What is first sum question? Find the zeros of the following quadratic equation. Find the zeros. Find the zeros. Take the textbooks and see now clearly. Find the zeros of the following. Now I am explaining here a few sums regarding the what you call exercise 3.3. In that one sum is there, one bit is there. What is that bit means? You can see in the exercise in your textbook. Exercise 3.3 first sum, second bit. First sum, second bit is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. This is the equation. He is asking to find the zeros or not. Now, and we first of all we have to go for the factors. 4s into 1, 4s square. In the middle we got in the factors means minus 2s 2s. 2 into 2 is the 4, s into s square, minus into minus plus. So we got the factors here. 4s square minus 2s plus 1 is equals to 0. Now in this case we are taking 2s as a common. Why? Because here s is there, here s is there, and 2s will be common, means it will be good enough. 2s minus 1. See here, 2s into 2s, 4s square. 2s into 1, 2s will come. So here also 2s minus 1 we are taking. Whatever we are taken here, same thing we have to repeat in every time. So now 2s into 2s, 4s square, 2s into minus 1, 2s we got. Now same thing we are taking, but here minus 2s plus 1 means here what we have to take 1, but minus 1. Minus 1 into 2s, minus 1, minus into minus plus 1 into 1, 1. So now we got the factors here is equals to 0. Factors is 2s minus 1 is equals to 0, and 2s minus 1 is equals to 0. So now 2s is equals to 1 will go other side, s is equals to 1 by 2. Here also 2s is equals to 1, S is equals to 1 by 2. So that means S value is nothing but 1 by 2. Is a one program, one bit. Now bit number 4. Now fourth bit in the first sum. Fourth bit in the first sum, it will looks different. So that purpose very careful. 4u square and plus 8u. 4u square and 8u. This is the equation, quadratic equation you got in the fourth bit. This is a little bit different. That purpose I am doing here. And now what we have to take here? I am taking as 4u is a common. First of all, 4u is a common. 4u means 4u into u. 4 into u, 4u square. 4u into 4u square. That means here 8u is there. 8u is there means I have to go for 2. 4u into 2, 8u. So, and this is equals to 0. Now, what is the next step? U plus 2. Because of 4 is the multiplication of this one, it will go to as the denominator of this 0 is equals to 0 by 4u. If you are dividing with 0 any number, you are going to get 0. So now u plus 2 is equals to 0, u is equals to minus 2. So the answer is minus 2. This is a different bit in this first sum. In the fifth bit. Fifth bit, I think you are understanding easily. Some difficult ones only I am explaining, easy ones I am leaving for you. And anytime you can, clarification point of view, you can comment in our comment box. And I am going for the fifth sum now. Fifth sum is t square minus 15. T square minus 15, suddenly you are getting confusion here. This is in the form of one formula is there, a plus b, a minus b is equals to a square minus b square. A plus b, a minus b is equals to a square minus b square. Here, what is the a means? A is equals to t. In this sum, a is equals to t. And b is equals to root 15. B is equals to root 15. Now you can see here. First we will see that one a plus b. What is a plus b means? T plus b is how much? Root 15. A plus b I got. What is next? A minus b. What is a? T. What is the b? Root 15. Root 15 is equals to 0. Now, t plus root 15 is equals to 0. T is equals to minus root 15. And next here, t minus root 15 is equals to 0. And t is equals to, if you have minus 15, it becomes plus 15, root 15. So the t value is minus root 15 or root 15. Therefore, what is t value here? T value is nothing but plus root 15 or minus root 15. Okay. Now we are going to go that one First some bits we finished. Now second sum, find the quadratic polynomial. What is the second question here? Find the quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial in each case. In each case, I think you can see in your textbook there. And what is that means? The given numbers has the sum and product of the zeros. Now here I am taking the one bit here, first bit, root 2 and 1 by 3. Here, what is the, in the second sum, he is saying that one, I already gave sum of the zeros. Here sum of the zeros means, what is sum of the zeros? Alpha plus beta is called sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta is called sum of the zeros. That means sum of the zeros is root 2. Sum of the zeros is root 2. Next, after root 2, what is the another number present here? And 1 by 3. So this is the product of the zero. Product of the zero is equals to 1 by 3. Sum of the zeros is root 2, product of the zeros is 1 by 3. And by using this sum of the zeros and product of the zeros, he is asking to produce one quadratic equation. He is asking to develop one quadratic equation. Now how to develop means, one formula is there, here you can see, x square, note down this formula is very much important, minus sum of the zeros, sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. Sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. Now here, in the place of x, I will keep x only. In the place of the sum of the zeros, I am keeping root 2. Root 2 is the sum of the zeros into what is there here? X. Plus product of the zeros is 1 by 3. So now in the next step, what I will do? X square minus root 2 into x minus root 2x plus 1 by 3. Now here, because of the fraction, we have to go for one what do you call LCM. We have to think it is 1 is there. We have to think it is 1 is there. So now 3 by 1, 3. 3 into x square, 3x square minus 3 into 3 by 1, 3. 3 into root 2x. 3 into root 2x plus 3 by 3, 1. 1 into 1, 1 here is equals to 0. Now cross multiplication. Final equation what I am getting here? 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. This is the equation he is asking to find out. That means once again I repeat the sum. He is given sum of the zeros root 2, product of the zeros 1 by 3, and the formula is x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. Here x square, sum of the zeros value I kept root 2 into x plus product of zeros 1 by 3. Because of the fraction I am taking LCM here. After taking LCM, I got final equation is 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. Next. Now, question number 3, you can see in the textbook, question number 3, exercise number 3.3. Question number 3, exercise number 3.3. What is this given? Find the quadratic polynomial. Again, the same question, but in the last question number 2, what is given? Sum of the zeros is given, product of the zeros is given. That means alpha plus beta, alpha into beta is given. This time, he is giving only alpha and only beta. Only alpha and only beta. You have to find out alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, then you find out the quadratic equation. So this is a different sum. Now one example I will take here. Alpha is equals to, in the same question, alpha is equals to 1 by 4 and beta is equals to minus 1. Alpha is equals to 1 by 4, beta is equals to minus 1. So now we have to find out the product of the zeros. Sum of the zeros. First of all, sum of the zeros we have to find out. Sum of the zeros with the help of these alpha and beta. Sum of the zeros means alpha plus beta. Here what is alpha here? 1 by 4. What is the beta here? Minus 1. So now 1 by 4 plus into minus, minus 1 by 1 means what I get? LCM is 4. 4 by 4 is 1. 1 into this one. And here 4 by 1 is 4. 4 into 1, 4. So minus 3 by 4 is the sum of the zeros. What I got here? Alpha plus beta. What I got here means minus 3 by 4. Now product of the zeros I want. Product of the zeros means alpha into beta here. What is the alpha here? 1 by 4. What is the beta here? Minus 1. So minus 1 by 4 is the product of the 0. Product of the zeros is minus 1 by 4. Sum of the zeros is minus 3 by 4. These two we have to use in the quadratic equation now. Once again, sum of the zero is minus 3 by 4. Product of the zero is minus 1 by 4. Now I will write the formula here, x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros we are going to see. Now already we know sum of the zeros in the previous one what we got, minus 3 by 4 we got. And the product of the zeros we got is minus 1 by 4. And according to this formula, here minus 3 by 4 into x. Here sum of the zeros place I kept minus 3 by 4 and into x is there. Then product of the zeros is minus 1 by 4. Here minus into minus plus. So now x square plus 3 by 4 x I got here because minus into minus sign. Here again minus into plus minus you will get. After that minus 1 by 4. Because of the fraction form is not polynomial. So we have to go for LCM. Fraction form is not polynomial. We have to go for LCM. Here 1 we have to take. 4 by 1 is 4. 4 into x square. 4x square plus 4 by 4 1 into 3x. Here 4 by 4 1 into 1 is equals to 0. Now final equation is 4x square plus 3x minus 1 is equals to 4 into 0. Now 4x square plus 3x minus 1 is equals to 0. This is the answer for this one. And what is the difference? Once again I will tell you. In the first sum, all the bits are we have to do. They given one number is sum of the zeros, another number is product of the zeros. And in the third sum, all the bits are given. Alpha and beta are given. From that we have to find out the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Then we have to apply this sum of the zeros and product of the zeros in the equation. What is that equation? X square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. In this we applied means we will get the quadratic equation. So remaining all the sums in this exercise and as well as division sums and graph in the next part I am going to be complete. Same next Sunday at 10 o'clock we will join, whether it is raining or any kind of conditions, the class will be continued. Thank you for watching.
Like it.